So that's actually a cool tip that you can do. Let's just Nano the Ram influence the, just like reinforce his aggression. Oh, no, that's bad. He's gonna eat the double nade when I'm freaking nanoed. Oh, my man got eliminated, dominated, exterminated, terminated. Can somebody keep it going in the comment section, please? Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is your weekly episode of Game Sense Wins. What we like to do in this is to help you how to improve and influence your game in a much more positive way. Not necessarily win, but help you how to get much better quality, match quality overall. You're going to learn how to do things, when to do, what to do, based on the team comps, matchups, and different situations. Now, we always, when you want to play support and get a good, you want to have a good time, always make sure that you pick Ana as your support so people see that you're playing Ana, so they don't ban her. And if she gets banned, then it is what it is. But always make sure that you make Ana known that is yours, so people on your team don't ban. Reduce the chance that she gets banned. And obviously, if you want to have a good time on support, number one take is you want to ban is D.Va, because if you want to have a good time on playing Ana, but obviously you always can go Zen, stuff like that. Obviously, number two is I would say Tracer and Genji. These are the two support DPS players. Really gives you give you a hard time, but the support role actually can deal with almost, if not all, the support role can actually deal with almost all, if not all, situations that can be brought on to you. And that is the beauty of the role. Honestly, it's so strong that you almost have no excuse if you lose a game unless you have a print run of a team. But anyways, we're attacking on Blizzard World. Now, before you pick any support, wait for your team to pick their roles, their heroes first, so you can actually pick a support that actually matches and enables what your team wants to do. If they want to brawl, you're going to go brawly team comp. If they want to go dive, you want to go a dive support, or you want to go a support that actually strengthen your backline, reinforces the backline, so your team doesn't get run over. For example, if you have a ball and Doomfist, you want to pick something like Brigitte. If you have an Ana, so strengthen the backline while also maintaining your dive capability, so you don't affect either, because you don't want the dupe to come back every time and peel for you. So obviously we have Ramattra, we have Baptiste. Obviously we will be doing the heavy lifting when it comes to healing, and every time I see Ramattra, I only think about two supports, and it's always Ana and Kiriko. Now, I'm an Ana player. I'm biased. I would always go with Ana over Kiriko for two reasons. I am an Ana. I'd like to say I'm an Ana specialist. And second, I absolutely suck at Kiriko. Even though you can even make a case that Kiriko would be even better, because the value of the Kitsune affects all of your team, but the Nano affects one person. And to be fair, I really love the Nano Ramattra the win condition, so I'm just gonna bias. I have my reasons why I pick. Oh, Mercy stuck, takes the sleep, and we killed her. It's a great ability from my Ramattra, and try to not miss your heals. Don't spam your abilities. That's one of the things that I see a lot of people doing on it, is just spam abilities on cooldowns, and not to spam if you can. Now we're gonna take the nade here, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they didn't need it because they already killed the Sigma. So a lot of people always just spam sleep spam nades whenever they don't need to, because they want to compensate for them missing a lot of shots. Find sensitivities that you're comfortable with, find settings that you're comfortable with, land more shots, have better positioning, so you don't compensate with all of that loss with just eating your abilities. So okay, nice that they weren't able to touch. And if our tank's playing aggressive, we absolutely cannot be never compromise your position if your tank wants to play aggressive. Because if he wants heals, he needs to come back for it. Otherwise, you're going to sacrifice a lot of things. For example, that's his fault. It's not our fault. And obviously, if I was like a gold or silver Ana, I would have literally played right in front of him. I'd have kept him alive, and a flanking Moira or a flanking Venture would have killed me, and everybody would have died, and it would have been my fault. But now, like this. Okay, we have Nano. Okay, does he have Ramattra's ult? Okay, yes we do. I'd like to escape my ultimate when he ults, or defensively, because I know that great nade by me actually kept him alive. I know that the enemy Sig will ult to okay, I might have to nano that. I'd let him go in there. Because I was gonna say I would like to nano defensively when the Sigma solo ults my Ram, keep him alive through that, but I needed to nano that, otherwise he would have died and we would have wasted the annihilation. But like I said, nano annihilation is always a good combo. Now, Venture has her ultimate their ultimate. Venture have their ultimate. I apologize. So gotta be careful. We have to play around the corner or something. Gotta watch out of that. We cannot be sitting on payload when they come.
Let them up.
It's go time.
Okay, my team has really good position. Just need to have a better LOS on the Ramattra, and we'll be okay. Okay, I like the map that he's controlling and dominating the high ground. Venture's dead again, so we actually can be safely moving the payload without having to worry about. The other team needs to make some swaps immediately. I'd like to think that they need to bring out something like an Ana Zenyatta or even Bastion, otherwise the Sigma cannot handle all of that on his own. There's the ultimate that we've been talking about, but obviously it doesn't matter because we already capped it, so take the nade here, amplify the healing for my team, and let the Ram go aggressive. He can't afford to go aggressive because he does counter the enemy team comp. There's no Ana, there's no Zenyatta, there's no Bastion, there's no Malga. No way. Well, bad ultimate. And also, he's playing against the Sigma, which he directs the counter. So unless they make swaps, there's nothing they can do. Obviously, the Sig swap. So yeah, it's either Malga or Orisa. Orisa is definitely the better option because he doesn't have an Ana and we have an Ana. So going Malga would be very tragic for him. Okay, now against Orisa, always try to go for offensive nades if possible. Okay, that's a one shot. Couldn't keep him alive out of that one. Okay, now we're gonna take on nades if possible. We have the chance. Close to our nano here. Okay, taking the nade now. Great double nade.
It's go time.
Keep the Bab alive and safe so he can reposition himself. LOS me, please. Might have to nade that. Yep, definitely need to nade that. Great nano. That'll definitely keep him alive. Now I just need to keep the Cassidy alive. He has ultimate, so the armor should be fine for a little bit. Definitely we'll be able to clip the... Yeah, what did he? There's nothing we could have done. What did they? But we tried to keep everybody alive. But the interesting thing is like the Moira survived there, so I did all of that try to kill her. But Ramattra really played that well, held his ground. But just a little bit awareness issue on the Ramattra. So if you just literally paid attention to his backline just a little bit, when the Moira overextended the Baptiste, if we won the backline fight, the Bab would have stayed alive. And yeah, because I definitely sacrificed my Bab to keep my tank alive because I knew what his idea was. He wanted to overextend and then ult to stay alive and probably get the Nano on the process. But unfortunately, I couldn't do both. Keep him alive and Bab alive, so... Okay, we have Deadeye, so we need to be able to... Ooh, he got deleted. There's nothing he could have done then. Okay, take the nade there. Maybe we'll assist him against the Genji. Okay, I want to take the Genji, not the Cassidy, but fortunately, neither happened there. But it's okay. Now the issue is we're going against a Life Fever now. Life Fever with the Orisa, so and she chose the shield, so that's gonna be annoying for me. That means my nades will be blocked. But we have another Nano coming up here actually, so. Not the best immortality. This guy is just having poor positioning and spams abilities on cooldown, so great nade there. Really great. Okay, I had my nano on ready, on standby, just in case he almost died when I was reloading, so that's actually a cool tip that you can do. Let's just nano the Ram influence the, just like reinforce his aggression. Oh, that's bad. He's gonna eat the double nade when I'm freaking nanoed. Oh, my man got eliminated, dominated, exterminated, terminated. Can somebody keep it going in the comment section, please? Oh my god. He ate that double nade when I was nanoed. I don't think that Genji could have ulted in any worse in any worse time possible. Poor Jetpack 47. Oh, it's really unlucky on his end. But as you guys can see, the difference between me and the Baptiste, I don't have to use my abilities early in the fight or without any value because I have bad positioning. As you guys can see, a lot of the times, if you actually, because I was That's how I do every time I play this game. I always watch my surroundings. Always be aware. Awareness is really really key to actually improve in this game. And while I was doing everything, commentating, playing, multitasking, all of that, I was actually watching my Baptiste this entire time. He was having like an aggressive positioning because he was playing aggressive, like literally aside, like in front or sometimes aside of the tank. He was taking unnecessary poke damage. He was forced to use the immortality almost every time, way too early. So that's a lot. That's a really big mistake. But if he actually had better positioning, stayed in the back, or even just took the high ground, safe and sound. Once my tank pushed, instead of rushing to take the position, or even just play aggressive for no reason, we would have had abilities, keep the Ram alive and stuff like that. But despite all of that, we managed to have higher, like the better healing, manage our abilities. But as you guys can see, the difference between me and him. Look at me. I have better positioning, awareness. I never spam my sleeps and nades on cooldown. I always nade when I actually have something to achieve. Either nade my team to get the heal amp, or nade the enemy team to get the nade effect. Okay, so I don't really like whenever my team holds low ground. I just don't really like that, and I do not want to heal anybody that wants to go usually there, because I don't want to give them the idea that I want to help them to keep that positioning. Sometimes actually you kind of need to do that if you want your team to actually have better positioning. Just ignore them for a little bit, because when they take a lot of damage or like get pressured, they have to drop. At least if they are not AIs. So when they drop, they're gonna have better positioning, and once they do, because I don't really like people playing in the top left, especially against a Genji, and especially if you don't have a Mercy, because really it's almost impossible to keep that positioning. So, and they have a Symmetra, but we have Ramattra. I really don't understand the mindset of the enemy team. Oh, he got pushed really aggressively there, so that's kind of my bad. I really didn't expect it. Usually that's my positioning on my end. I should have played on the top right, like over there on the high ground. That's usually when I position myself. I just like tunnel vision because I was talking a lot. We can actually keep the... Never mind. I was gonna say we can keep the Ashe alive, but I had to reload. I was gonna say we can keep the Regina alive, but I tunnel vision because the Ashe got distracted me. But it's okay. I don't mind giving them the point. I mean, I kind of... Wait. We actually have a chance if we can land a good nade? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we're actually getting a lot of picks. It's just, unfortunately... too much, like too many losses, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, sure, they have over 4 minutes. Capping first point, yeah, it's bad, but second point is usually the most difficult part about this map when you're attacking with Zarya, because there's a lot of high grounds that you need to actually influence. Now, against a Genji and against a Diva, against a Zarya, I don't really like to hold high ground, especially when you're going against Genji, because you can be isolated. What I like to do is just keep my LOS on my team while stay on the logo while maintaining LOS, so I can nade offensively and defensively. This is what I like to do right here. This is my positioning on this map. So better positioning really equals better results, guys. I can guarantee you that. Always when you're playing against Zarya. Okay, really great nade there. Yeah, obviously we're gonna nano the monkey so we can actually confirm and secure this point, because it doesn't really matter. This was a good nano because they actually heavy committed. They used Grav, Blade, and Rally. So if we won this fight, regardless of how many ults we use, it would have been a positive trade for us, because they used a lot of their best ultimates in the entire game. And as I said, guys, they have to make switches because it's really difficult for them to actually make any progress if they're playing Zarya. They have to go Diva. They have to go something like anything that can contest high ground. And we have a lot of heroes that actually is really good at contesting high ground. Oh, you see like how expensive for the Zarya to contest? Like, she has to go all the way around. And by the way, if your entire team is up there, do not push with them. Don't be a dummy. If your team is dummy, don't be a dummy. Maintain your LOS. Obviously, I missed a couple shots there. Kind of my bad, but do not compromise. Oh, that's a really great nade that I'm willing to take. Oh my god. Absolutely nasty nade. As you guys can see, I never sacrifice her positioning. Well, she kind of didn't. Oh. She just stayed over there. I think she just didn't know where I was. But yeah, as you guys can see, don't be sorry, it's okay. As you guys can see, position is key really on an Ana when you play an Ana. So like, because we kept our position this entire time, we actually managed to able to hold that. The monkey has his ult, and that's why he's playing a little bit aggressive. And I am lagging, I think. Yeah, my ping dropped to 300. Yeah, there he is. I definitely think it's a waste from the monkey because he just went aggressive fed and just really achieved nothing.
I won't let you fall. Eyes on a target.
Yeah, this guy needs to switch off the Zarya now.
Come over here.
Again, like, even though my entire team is pushed up there, but if I go up there, I'm completely like defenseless. If I get pushed by a Reaper, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, sure, I can just sleep, nade, and stuff. I'll be using all my abilities, and if they push again, I have nothing because, as you guys know, nade takes about it's an ult at this point with how long the cooldown is after this massive nerf. So yeah, this is the position that I like to keep, and if my team wants healing, they will peek you. They have to, because I am keeping a good LOS. They're the ones who are playing too deep, and I don't mind that as long as they know what they're doing. But they have to come back when they push back, when they get pushed back, and once they do, you're there to heal them. As you guys can see, like, we're doing really perfectly. They had over 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, when they actually capped. Now we lost everybody, so this is a time where we retreat and. We're going to do something interesting here because we have our ultimates, we have all our abilities. We're going to start on high ground. Every time you have a chance to actually like reset up for the next fight, if you can start on high ground, start on high ground. It doesn't really hurt, especially at the beginning of every fight. If you need to readjust your position after that, then sure, do ahead. But don't, when I say readjust, don't go in front. Just drop, have better LOS. But for now, so you can have better, so you can do so you can go for some crazy plays. Like, for example, by the way, yeah, the thing that I didn't mention earlier, when you go against the Zarya, don't spam. Okay, this is an 8 that I'm willing to take. Oh, she just pushed for no reason. Obviously, we're gonna nano him to keep him alive. There's really no reason for her to do that, so I don't mind that nano at all, keeping my support alive. Sure, he ulted, but I didn't know that he ulted. I don't trust evil. Maybe I should have seen that if he had or not, but yeah, that's what you guys to see. Oh, that's a double 8 that I'm willing to take. Yeah, because you just used both of her bubbles. As you guys can see, one of the things that I forgot to mention earlier when you're going against Zarya, never spam your abilities, especially your nade, until you actually sure that. Yeah, he's being teabagged. But yeah, if you're going against Zarya, just make sure that you use your abilities after she used bubbles. Patience. Make sure that the Zarya used bubbles, and then use your abilities, your nades, your sleeps, your healing, and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we clipped somebody. I mean, I thought, I was like, oh, yeah, I can keep him if through the grab, but I was like, okay, yeah, grab and dragon. No way I would have kept him out. Now that she used 2 bubbles, I mean, at least one of them, I think, and they used immortality, so I can go for an aggressive nade here, but yeah, we're definitely gonna go with a nade here, and it should be really GG's. Yeah, this is definitely our second one. Yeah, definitely the second one. Yeah. Hey guys, you guys can see it's just easy because I see a lot of Ana players when they see a Zarya, they just either switch or they go Zenyatta or Baptiste and stuff like that. Honestly, they're like, oh yeah, I'd rather. No, it's D.Va and Zarya. Sure, they're really difficult to go against, but Zarya is much better than D.Va. If you can get D.Va banned, you're lucky, and D.Va's actually pretty banned a lot, quite often, in competitive. So odds are you're gonna go against Zarya quite often. And as long as you just literally track the bubbles to the best of your ability, and you're going to be golden. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends if you learned anything too. And we should catch you guys all into the next one. Bye-bye.